Shalom Yasharala, Kal Hala Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Bahasham Rakakadash. We give double honors to the apostles and prophets and elders and members of JMS Camp, but known as Great Millstone, for the being 100% true that have been currently edified under. Today's really taking a little different turn. I'm going to do a little video on the mineral iron, right? For those who don't know, I've been speaking about this for a while, during hinting it in certain videos, and I believe I need to address this and give understanding about it. So let me get into this lesson, right? Also, I don't know what it is these days, but it are rare people. It's like, I don't know. Anyways, let go into the lesson. We can talk about it after. So, all right. So, as you understand, and going to the title, it says, let me read it. It says in Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 and verse 14 and 15. 15 is the title to be exact. It says, "For they shall also pray unto the Most High that he would prosper that which they give for ease and remedy to prolong life." And it says, "He that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hands of the physician." Alright? Now I really get into this because Yahweh created, well, of course, through his son and the angels, his power, created our power, to be exact, not his power, our power, created minerals on the earth, right? And the minerals that the plants and them give is very essential for us. Now, the reason why I'm addressing one most very, very important mineral, though there are multiple minerals that our body requires 102, right? Because addressing this is because many people don't realize that they are deficient of iron. So, let's get into this, right? All right, let me get into this. Make sure you see, and make sure did my research, make it nice and dandy. So, and we're not talking about the pharmaceutical minerals, iron. We're talking about the natural iron. Understand? So, it says, when you go into it, right, iron, right? It says iron is an important mineral that helps maintain healthy blood. Not just blood, but let you continue. It says, a lack of iron is called iron deficiency anemia, which affects about 4.4 to 5 million Americans yearly. It is the most common nutritional deficiency. So you understand that, right? Worldwide, to be exact. Causing extreme fatigues, lightheadedness, of course, and more, which we'll get into soon. Right? It says it affects all ages, with children, women who are pregnant or menstruating, and people receiving kidney dialysis among those at highest risk for this condition. Right? So, it's very important. Iron is a major component of hemoglobin and a type of protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen. Hear what it's saying? I want to hear this correctly. That carries oxygen from your lung to all parts of your body. Without enough iron, listen to this, without enough iron, there aren't enough red blood cells to transport oxygen, which lead to fatigue, which I've been saying before. The purpose of iron is to increase the intake of oxygen in the blood, because that is the iron now would help your red blood cells to carry more oxygen as well. The capacity will increase. And what does oxygen do to any part of your body or cell? It regenerates or it strengthens. That is what oxygen does. That's what I'm saying. So like I feel the climate truth I got this morning. Place very cool. Weather very, very, very cool. But you know, it don't really affect me. But you hear that. So anyways, iron is also part of the myoglobin, a protein that carries and stores oxygen specifically in muscle tissues. So many reasons for people having, how to put it, you know, some people have a bad shoulder, a bad this is because they're not supplying, the body's not supplying enough oxygen because what? They are iron deficient. And I'm saying this here today. Hearing this now, some of you may want to go and run to the drugstore. The iron in the drugstore are not the natural iron. We're going to get to that just now. Do not go plain you want to buy iron in the drugstore. You can get iron from as simple as lettuce or leafy greens or green leaves, moringa, so on and so forth. So please, don't go quick to the drugstore, go quick to the market or the herb store, right? Change your ways, change your way of doing things. Straight to the herb store, to be exact. Straight to the market, to be exact. You understand? Grab some ginger, grab some lettuce, some kale, grab it up. Some peas may have it, grab it up. Understand? This would help you. Because when you constantly put in, right? Anytime you buy artificial or let's say supplements that are not natural to be exact, it damages your body. Why? It reduces many of your body's function because guess what? You are accustomed giving your body iron. Your body no longer have to break that down from the food. Oh, so guess what? That is one function that is removed. And when the time need, where you would need that function in order to have a high oxygen intake, because let's say system crash, and so on and so forth, it will be very slow. So we need to make sure that during this process that we are consuming meals that are high in iron, which is why I always say cucumbers, lettuce. Always saying lettuce. My go-to is cucumbers, lettuce, onions. If it had to be garlic, it had to be the green garlic, natural one. Ginger. They add ginger to that. Understand? I will get into the foods that will that is very high in iron, as well as the herbs, sarsaparilla, burdock root, guaco, calendula. Anyways, let's do this. So let me continue. Right? Iron is important for healthy brain development and growth in children, and for the normal production and function of various cells and hormones. You understand what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Right? I'm bypassing this part. So, let's go into. I hear it says, yeah. It says iron is stored in the body as ferritin in the liver, spleen, muscle tissues, and bone marrow, and is delivered throughout the body by transferring a protein in blood that binds to iron. Right? So let me go into what I'm going to show you all here, because there's a plethora of let me see if I find it here. Let me see if I find it here. I guess right there. Right, that is where it is. So let's go into the nutrients. Let's type up iron and see how much gives you iron. And let me make sure while you're doing this. Let me give you the word of natural iron. I believe it's iron, is phosphate of iron, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Either fluoride or phosphate. Natural iron. No. Phosphate. The difference between iron phosphate and iron sulfate. Iron phosphate is a compound that combines phosphorus and oxygen with iron. Understand? Whereas, let's see if I find it here. There's a chart that was showing the difference between. Maybe if I go into the image, if I can get it, then I could always go into that after. Let me get into this. Right. No, that is iron cycle. I want to go into the difference. I could probably pitch it out in the next video, I guess. But that is really something I wanted to go into. That is the reason why we use natural irons. Because anyways, I already explained the process, and I just want to get the chart, but let get straight into the lesson. Let not train anymore. Let get straight into this understanding. Iron. Right? So when you go into iron, now I just urging y'all you get here what you're seeing here. Most effective. Now spinach, no. Replace the spinach. You add moringa to that. Because moringa has much more than the spinach, I'll be honest with you. But let me continue. And honestly speaking, the spinach that they get in the spinach that you are getting in the groceries are not the actual spinach. I could show you what spinach is in Trinidad once I get some. It's much different. The leaves, everything is much different. They call that baby spinach. When I look at baby spinach, growing up, the baby spinach don't look like the baby spinach that is selling in the grocery. So they ain't getting no iron from that spinach, just letting you know. So for those who want to go into to get that baby spinach and buy it, think again. Trust me. You'll be spending your money for no reason. Spinach don't usually melt like that as well in the packs. Because we have plenty natural spinach here. We live in the Caribbean. I live in the Trinidad. So, everywhere is natural stuff. You understand? So, and Abena could attest to that. Abena lives in Trinidad just like me. He could attest to that. You turn on the left side, you are seeing coconuts and burro banana. You turn on the right side, you are seeing herbs and natural wild dasheen, wild cassava. You watch up, you see a big mango tree, pomerac tree, pomsite tree, plum tree, you understand? Like no matter where you turn, there's fruits and veggies all over to eat, to consume, natural. So let's go into the jamun, or you say the jamun vinegar, but it's jamun basically, which we have here. And jamun, which is Java plum, is very, 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 very good. Just want to make sure you understand that. Java plum. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. I went to go into herbs, Java plum. Right there. Not the vinegar. I mean the vinegar, not only the vinegar, but Java plum itself. And it may not have as much benefits, but it real good. Java plum, as you see the first part, is good for sugar. Right there off rip. So that's something you could consume for sugar as well, if you all did not know. Right, but I want to show you the benefits of Java plum. Heart disease, heart attack, gum disease, impotency, infections, insect bite, kidney stone, respiratory issues, skin issues, basically stomach issues, all your organ issues, right? So, and you see a most effective action of Java Plum, most effective against what? Anti-sugar. Just making sure I put that there. Anti-sugar, right? That right. Anti-sugar. Nice. So now we're going more into it. It says anti-cancer, right? Anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, anti-aging. The list is there. Blood purifier, right? Astringent, yes it is. Cooling, yes it is. Immunity booster, yes it is. Because jamun is all over the Caribbean, all over Trinidad, and in certain parts of India. Right? Now when you go into to what it looks like, which is what a picture I have here, for those who don't know, it's it's a very powerful plant. It holds at least well, you'll see the amount of benefits that is listed there. So this is jamun or Java plum. It's a pungent, bitter, sweet, slight sour taste to be exact. And I'm telling you something, probably the best berry you ever want to eat in your life. This berry has been known to fix things like colon issues, as well as hemorrhoids or piles to be exact. This has dealt with blood sugar levels and reduced the blood sugar levels while consuming a mass of people. Y'all could quote me on this one, because it works exactly as I said. So y'all could quote me on this one. So this is Java plum, well known in Trinidad. I believe it's also well known in certain parts of America. So try to see if I get some natural, of course. Natural. If it gonna dry, make it as tea. You understand? You put it under the fire, let it cook up a little bit, and you make them as tea. If it is you want to get them dry, but I rather get them natural. We had a tree in the area when I was living in Aripero, and I used to go and raid that tree and eat. I used to climb up on that tree and eat Java plum, or as we know as jamun or jamamba in certain other titles to be exact. See, you understand? There's many different names. Malabar plum, Java plum, black plum, jamun, jaman, jambal, or jambolan, but also there's jabamba. Just letting you know. We had a book where I used to read, and the title of it was indeed jamamba. But let's continue, right? Let me not stray too much. Go back into the nutrients. Iron. I just showing you the list. I normally say lettuce all the time. So we see how good lettuce is, right? If you can't get the others, you could focus on getting your lettuce. Bananas are just simple food that would have iron intake in them. Brew bananas, which is moko or macho plantain, if you want to call it like that. So jamun, lettuce, bananas, which is, as I said, brew banana, the eggplant, which is bygone. And for those if you're using the bygone, make sure you remove the skin, because the skin tends to latch onto your stomach and certain parts of the walls as it go down, and that could cause damage to your tissues, right? Over a period of time, of course. So you have honey, you have let me see if I find simple thing. I'm looking for you to get very simple. You can go and get, of course, there's spirulina, raisins, pomegranates. You see raisins? Yeah, check raisins out. Raisins, you wouldn't believe how good raisins is. Make sure you get the seed with them. Make sure when you get them, it have the seed in them. You not do all the seed and get it without the seed, right? Ashwagandha, which is a herb, you could get watercress. Watercress is very have a lot of iron in them. Arrowroot, turmeric, yes. Burdock root, asparagus, burdock root, broccoli. Exclude the broccoli. It's not a natural plant. Whether people like it or not, it was man-made. Let you not go through that nonsense right here, right? Nice. So exclude the carrots too. You get any apples, green apples to be exact, the peas. Exclude the potatoes and sweet potatoes. Remove that. The only nuts you're eating is Brazil nuts, right? Or you could even consume some seeds, which is also very good, right? So Brazil nuts and walnuts to be exact. Let me say it around there. Walnuts and Brazil nuts you could consume. The acai palm, which is the acai fruit, is about acai berry, right? Those, miss people, those are very, very, very good. And next state is the acerola, which you see in here. I have acerola cherry, acerola cherry tree home, and it's very, very good. It's called one a day because it gives you the enough minerals and vitamins that is required for your day. One a day. That is why it's called one a day. You consume one. Of course, we like to break the rules in Trinidad and consume a whole cup full, which is still very good because it allows your body to store certain minerals that you'll be using later. Understand? To either fight off infections, illnesses, or even give a boost of energy. So it's very good to consume it either or, right? I just say the ackee. For those who have ackee, there's many ackee in Jamaica. There's a slight few in Trinidad. I've seen, but it just was lacking in the plants are lacking in Trinidad. So I would just more say Jamaica. Jamaica, you'll get ackee, right? Or you could even order them, or you could even probably get some in Southern America, to be exact. So so I'm just going through these here. Make sure my thing not record. This is a short and fast video for you, all right? The allspice, correct is right. Aloe vera, I wouldn't advise consuming aloe vera and eating or drinking it. More or less for the skin and done. Let me see. That's a good on the list. Apricots, no problem. Very good. Any seeds, you could use that. You understand? What you could do is make mobi. There's mobi bark, the anise seeds, the fennel seeds, and I think bay leaf and two other leaves. You can make mobi with that. No sugar. You will get a lot of. It tends to cool the blood, to be exact. It cools the body, the blood, and it removes some parasites from you. Be honest with you. Just mobi bark, mobi alone. You draw your mobi, you make your mobi, and you don't add sugar. And that will cool your blood, remove parasites from you, help to change you'll find your skin to change as well, so to get better, to not change as bad, change as good, to be exact. And yeah, so like I say, apricots, what you say before. Let go down. Astragalus, no problem. Avocados, no problem. So I just listed the simple ones that you can get. The berry is very hard to get. The barley is hard to get. It's easy to get. The basil is easy to get. You can get those bay leaf. You can get those beetroot. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend beetroot too much. Y'all should know why. Anyways, nothing wrong with it, you know. But the fact that it was interfered with, you understand? It was tampered with is why I wouldn't recommend beetroot. For those who don't know, those who did the research and understand, yeah, even up to a few, like I say, a good few years ago. When I say few, I mean in the 2000. Yeah, beetroot kind of come into fruition. So let me not. We ain't playing with beetroot. I mean, for those who want to, no problem. But it is what it is. I don't mind it, but I wouldn't. It was not my go-to, to be exact. So let's go into it. Bitter leaf, which is known as if it's African bitter bush or bitter leaf is very high in iron. Very high in iron. So black beans, perfect. Black cumin, black plum, black seed, blackberries, bladderwrack. Oh boy. Now we go into some heavy hitters right here. Bladderwrack, very high in iron. I don't know why they don't have this as one of the top. Blessed thistle, very high in iron. Again, I don't know why they have this as one of the top. Blue cohosh, if I pronounce it correct, but I know that have a very high in iron as well. Brazil nuts, like we call, high in iron. Breadfruit, my gosh, plenty in the Caribbean, very good for iron intake as well as other minerals, of course. Then we have, I want to get I'm going on into certain things that we get easy. I mean, you all see the list here, but I want to go into certain things that you get easy to get the iron intake. Forget the cauliflower. Cauliflower don't have minerals in them. Forget the, when I say very low or none at all to be exact. Celery, forget the celery. Go to your chamomile tea. Chamomile sell all over the place. Grab a box. Understand? That has iron in them. Chickpea, which is known as chana, right? In our country, chickpea is a very good source of iron and minerals. It's actually a very good food you could consume. So don't sleep on the chickpea or chana, right? So as you continue, chive, go with the chives. That is a seasoning, or as we know, also a herb. Go with the chives. Chives is also very good. Yeah. Coconut, clove. You understand? The list going on. Cranberries too acidic. Sorry to say. Comfrey is a very good herb, but again, it's also very acidic too. It's very good for minerals, but it's also acidic. Then we have cucumbers. So you see, here we go into something special here. So my list of a basic diet would be cucumbers, lettuce, onions. You're seeing sweet peppers, or kale. You see where it's falling now? You see where it's falling? Vitamin K, iron, other minerals, cool the blood, ginger, of course, ginger, iron, cucumbers will cool the blood and ginger will heat. But anyways, it is what it is. That is why there's a balance, right? So, dandelion, dates, dill, these things are easy to get. You understand? Drumstick, which is moringa, right? Damiana, not easy to get, but it's a very nice plant for iron, which is I take Damiana daily, right? Not daily, but let's say I'll take it about every 2 weeks and I'll stop. It's very, very, very good. Echinacea, it's again nice, easy intake. If you want to consume eggs, no problem, but I wouldn't really advise it. Ella camping, very good. Elder, which is elderberries, very, very, very high in iron as well. I was saying, I don't know why many of these things are supposed to be high up on the list, but they are not. But that's a small thing. Let's continue to go into it. The eye bright, the fenugreek, the fennel, which we called on the first few videos we made. Ginger, ginseng, goji berries, ginkgo. You understand? Golden seal. Guava, see? Guava on the list. We talk about guava so much. Guava is on the list. Guava in season right now, and I have been busting up guava almost every day. It's in the rains and the fall, so I couldn't go and pick any. But that's what it is. Hawthorn and hawthorn berries to be exact. Hemp seed, right? Hazelnut, which I don't really recommend, but it is what it is. You could go ahead and do it. The hammers, which deals with chana or chickpea. So chickpea and chana on the whole. We got to go through to that. Jackfruit, very good, right? Irish moss or Irish sea moss to be exact. Very, very good. So you see where this thing come into play? Kale, as you're coming down. Juniper berries, kale, ladyfinger, lemon, landcress, lemongrass, leeks. You understand? Very simple. You can get lima beans for those who want to get the lion's mane. You all could go ahead, but it's just expensive. So there's a cheaper alternative to get the same results to be exact. So it is what it is. Maca root. Boy, people, if you're taking maca root, don't take Damiana, don't take Yohimbe. Because maca root only, what maca root would do, and don't take ashwagandha with sea moss and bladderwrack. What the maca does in reality, when taking it with those, it tends to multiply the strength by the minerals that it gives. Now, it may not do the exact same thing as Yohimbe, but it multiplied. So guess what? If you think you want to be a monster, if you think you're a monster taking regular supplements, try maca root, Yohimbe, Damiana, ashwagandha, and let your intake and bladderwrack, and let your intake a sea moss with some agave nectar, or let's say 3 or 4 dates in it. Take out the seeds, add some raisins in it, and that's the sea moss, and then add some coconut milk or hemp seed milk per people. That's all you need for the day with your with the maca and so on. You can add the maca to it as well as the ashwagandha in it, and you can add the damiana and your hembe in it. The maca kind of have a nutty taste as well as the ashwagandha. Damiana have a kind of what's called that? Trying to remember the bush. Anyways, whatever. It have a rare taste, and the hembe also have a dark like a I can't even explain the taste of your hembe. But anyways, just later on, it will make your drink more powerful, and when you might get too aggressive, just being honest with you. That's what the diamond is, to control the estrogen, because to prevent your mood from becoming too aggressive, right? That's just what it does. But maca, your himbe, and the rest would kind of make it become a monster. Yes, so you don't need last minute if you're using that. It will make it become a monster all wrong. Let's say that. I'm not talking about one, I'm talking about all wrong. So let's continue. Right? It's a whole long list. You all seen it. Forget the milk. Milk thistle, yes. Change the milk to milk thistle, right? Mushrooms, so I guess, I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, but I don't know. Honestly, no problem, but it's just that some mushroom are poisonous. That's what I'm saying. You just should be careful with certain things. Like lion's mane is not poisonous, but at the same time, there are others that people try to mimic them, and you don't want to buy the wrong product and poison it too. So, anyways, oregano, yep, which is the broadleaf thyme, orange and orange peel, onions. So you see where the initial data I gave kind of come into understanding, So right, the list here for y'all. Pumpkins, plums, right? So y'all could literally make a salad, right? And I'm saying this with all honesty, a salad, nice little salad with lettuce, fruits and veggies. And how to let it be on the more natural side, right? Because the natural side tends to turn acidic into alkalinity when it enters into your intestines, right? The small intestines to be exact. Which is why Sebi would always say natural side seed with seeds, natural seeded side. Because many fruits tend to be like the natural limes, right? The natural limes and natural orange, sour orange. Sour orange, I have gotten many sour orange here, and sour orange people would say not good and too sour. That's a lie. When it hits your small intestines after being digested, guess what? He now turn into an alkaline substance that would age your body so much that you would thank him later. So it's very simple understanding. See, sage. So I'm saying, I'm just showing you what you can get the sources of literally almost anything. So, zucchini, very nice. For tarragon, nice little tea you can make with that. High in it as well. Thistle, thyme. You understand what I'm saying? So it's there. Wheatgrass, watermelons. See? Valerian, well, we know valerian is high now. Come on. But then the list goes on, right? So people, don't be afraid to really get into the into consuming natural irons. Kind of stay away from the supplements. That's why I always say go back natural, go back to the basics. What did the Father give us initially to consume? Understand? Less meats, more greens. More fruits and greens, less meats. Yeah. What you can do is you eat less in smaller portions in your meats, and you consume more in your fruits and your veggies. Don't add them. You can add them together if it's veggies and meats, right? If you want to add fruits, you add pineapple to it. But if you can't get natural pineapple, you could get the regular pineapple, because pineapple tends to tenderize meats. You could check it, it is make the meats how to put it? It is make it more softy and like it digests a kind of way because of the acids of the pineapple, right? So I think that it take about an hour and a half or hour to do so. But I'm just saying, you can add the pineapples to that, and also pineapple give it a nice little flavor. So it's sitting pretty if you go and consume certain meats in a particular portion. So meats, and if you're consuming meats, very small portion, and you add your veggies to that. But be careful of the GMO meats and the fake meats that are out here. Them will damage you. So go back into the iron. So iron is very important, as you see. Right? I think it's probably one of the most important things. What blocks the flow of oxygen is mucus, which is why Dr. Sebi was talking about what? Removing mucus from the body. Now there are a few things that help that cause excess mucus on the body, which is a damage of the mucous membrane, right? Being in your stomach, your lungs, your stomach, your lungs, your colon, which that is a tract, your lungs, and so on and so forth, right? Now, one of the main causes of it is your diet, what you eat. Many people tend to eat things that are full of pesticide, or let's just say high in let's say the right thing, toxins or artificial substances. Now these things tend to act up the mucous membrane. If your liver have gotten a bath of these toxins over a period of time and are unable to produce these natural functions, which is to remove toxins, send it to your colon, as well as get rid of it out of the blood. So that is why be careful with what you eat. That's why I'm telling you natural first. Because simple supplements you can be taking in the drugstore could cause excess amount of mucus or build up of mucus. That's all I'm saying, which is very dangerous. Right? So this is supposed to conclude the lesson here. I say short and sweet. So let me go into the title real quick. I'll do more lessons giving you an understanding. Next one might be potassium. Potassium is very, very, very good. Potassium is very good. Potassium, magnesium, and I'm saying these because I'm showing you all the fruits and veggies that you could go into. Being honest with you, the list I have called multiple times has probably a lot of the nutrients that we are going to go into, and the minerals that we're going to go into as well. So, what should be a recommendation of your diet is a few like simple things that you can get out of the grocery that are natural. That is it. And for one, when doing herbs, after you go into your cleanse, you'll realize, I think Yahweh would be guiding you all to a particular herb that you will be either familiar with or something that you will be compatible with. For those who did not know, many people are compatible with many herbs. Like as for me, Yahweh gave me blue vervine, big leaf thyme, broadleaf thyme, which I did not know it was. I didn't know it was oregano before that. So broadleaf thyme, which is blue vervine, broadleaf thyme, corancio negro, calawala, and what's his name? Corancio negro, calawala, blue vervine, broadleaf thyme. Corancio negro, so like calawala, blue vervine, broadleaf thyme, and something. And ginger. Those were the 5 that he gave me. And I've been honest with y'all, I don't have to go deep into the forest for that, because every time I ask Yahweh to provide some herbs, he just always grow blue vervain in my yard, kalawala in my yard, the big leaf thyme, the broadleaf thyme. We didn't plant that, you know. When I came down here, it didn't have none, and then it began to grow on its own out of nothing. I just showing you something. Out of nothing begin to grow. So you all have to understand that many herbs are given to us. It may sound weird, but many herbs Yahweh direct us to for our healing. And chances are, if you keep directing it to that herb over and over, even after you are healed, because it was designed for you to use. That's how I see it, right? So I don't have to. I be such a. I'm stumbling because I'm a word, because I don't have to really and truly. This is how good the Father is. This is how good Yahweh is. Stop playing with Yahweh. I don't have to do anything, because really and truly He grows these things for me to use. Blue vervine. There's 4 blue vervine, 5 blue vervine, 4 or 5 blue vervine plants in my yard, almost as tall as me. Understand? I say ginger. Nettle is the last one, not ginger. Nettle is the last one. I had to buy ginger. Nettle is what is grow up. Anywhere I go, I see nettle. Nettle. Nettle, the blue vine, the Cordancio negro is growing in my yard a little lower back, lower a little further apart, no, more or less in the field. Cordancio negro is growing there. Guess what growing there as well? Nettle growing there. Kalawala is growing in my yard right now. So this is where it is. So this concludes the lesson. Let's go into it. It says, honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the use which ye may have of him. For the Most High hath created him. And it says, for the Most High cometh healing. For of the Most High cometh healing. So like here. And he shall receive honor of the king. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration. It says, and the Most High had created medicines out of the earth, meaning herbs, meaning your intake of fruits, the veggies. He that is wise will not abhor them. Was not the water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be known? Right? You're correct. Correct is right. Because during my time, this is what I was doing. Going out there, getting pictures of these herbs, looking them up, finding out if they're edible, finding out what is their uses, testing it on myself, drawing them out, testing it on myself. And then test it on other people who are sick to see how well it works. This is what I was doing. Literally. This is what I was doing before 2019. From 2017 to 18, I was doing this when I had time. I would go out there and experiment and research and test on myself, test on people, test subjects to be exact. But of course, with positive results. That's what I'm saying. And that's how I come up to understanding the herbs and things really and truly. I never went to no medical school. Never went to no herbal course, nothing. I went out there and did the work myself. Did the research, get some understanding of the herbs, see if I wonder if it's working exactly as it's supposed to, and test it. That's how I can tell you how good ginger truly is. Ginger by itself is very, very good. So anyways, let's continue. So it says, with such doth he heal men and take away their pains. Right? And it says, then give place to the physician, for the Most High had created him. Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him. And it says, there is a time when in their hands there is good success. Dealing with now, to be exact, because I've been dealing with many patients who have so-called very harsh diseases to overcome, and they have overcome and are overcoming it. So, when you really think you're successful, reality of it is Yahweh is the one who's making you successful. You understand? That's just where it is. For it says on 14, for they shall also pray unto the Most High that he would prosper that which they give for ease and remedy to prolong life. Right. He put the strength in them herbs. He put the knowledge in my head and many other people. So guess what? When you pray and ask Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai to continue to strengthen the herbs and to allow the herbs to work in prolonging the person's life and helping them to overcome their situation, and you are following under Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai as best as you possibly could, seeking guidance from the elders, gaining understanding, keeping the order, guess what? You now going to see results. And that's what it is. There are times where I make up, there are times where in very fast situations, I happen to make up 1 or 2 or 3 herbs, boil it or draw it for people who are very ill at that present time. I mean, I said, things that wouldn't even make sense and not compatible, and I give it to them, and in 2 them back to normal. That is the Father doing so. At times I didn't have herbs to even do, so I would go to them and I would pray for them, right? I would pray for them, and then I would just give them a piece of ginger, like a lady who was going through the 19 virus, 2019 virus, right? I did not have herbs at that time. I went to her house, unprotected of course, and I prayed for her, and I gave her cayenne pepper and charcoal and a little bit of rum and or alcohol. That's literally what I did. And she vomit out mucus from her chest. And she was able to breathe again because her daughter called me. She was given promise to breathe. She was literally outside stifling to breathe. She was about to cap out. And I just prayed for her and gave her some cayenne pepper with some charcoals and some white rum. And again, she drank that and she vomited everything out. She vomited until when she started bring up mucus, everything started to come out. In that same day, and she started to feel better on that same day. So this is how the Father works, right? Telling you, there's many situations where I didn't even have anything to give the person, and all I had was my words, and I came in sincere. Time I didn't even know that his name was Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. So my word was Most High and Lord. You understand? Or as what the world ignorantly refers to Yahweh Shai as, which is Jesus Christ. That was my words. And even at that time, Yahweh still showed his strength. He still showed what he could do. That's why they say, we just need to serve him. Pray to him. Thank him. Because guess what? He preserved our lives. He has preserved our lives to this point, to knowing the truth. We didn't have to know that. For all we know, we could have been unalived. On an accident, a plane crash, you know it. You understand? So it is what it is. So let us conclude the lesson. Kal Hala Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakadash. Again, we give double honors to the apostles and prophets and elders and members of GMS and like-minded brothers who speak the like-minded truth. Shalom to all. And I hope you all taking this understanding, because many of these herbs, you all could take a nice little look into yourselves. Right? See what is very good and see what compatible with you. See what you lean to faster than anything else. Go outside. See what it is Yahweh put outside there for you. Understand? Because we in the Caribbean, I had to call this a mysterious land, because there's a land where you ask Yahweh just give you. You understand? You ask for cane, cane started to grow. You ask for Coryley, you get any wild Coryley. You ask for, like I say, you ask for something to heal you, you get broadleaf thyme, you get blue vervain. You understand? Boy, it's all this. That's just what it is. So, shalom.